I won't do the whole thing. Don't worry, guys. Okay. Where's the record button? Record. Hey guys, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm so excited because today we're talking about inflammation and how to reduce inflammation with Juice Plus. And before I dive into the research, I want you to hear from my friend Jill Wright, who is my former neighbor in Franklin, Tennessee. And it took her years to come around, but let's see if I can mute that person out. There we go. But she started Juice Plus and she got great results. And she sent me a screenshot of her blood work. She sent me a screenshot of her blood work, and I'm thrilled that she is here to just explain how Juice Plus has helped and tell us a little about your chronic illness. Okay.
Okay. I was diagnosed with RA, rheumatoid arthritis, 5 years ago, almost exactly 5 years ago, after having, weird pains in my hands that I couldn't explain. My hips starting to give out, just bizarre things. Coincidentally, it all started on my 50th birthday, but that's another story. And since then, I've been on 8 different RA meds, some in combination with another, some as standalone meds. Nothing worked. There were a couple that took away up most of the symptoms, but never really stopped the disease. So pretty much every joint in my body has been affected. I've had a right hip replaced 2.5 years ago, still trying to get the left hip replaced, but COVID canceled that a couple times. And I've had my right shoulder surgery there. I've had my right hand surgery there, all because of the RA. My C-reactive protein, which is a blood test that measures inflammation in your body, has always been high. It's been as high as 26. Now, to give you an idea, normal is 3 and below. So if you're below a 3, you're good. That's normal. Yeah. The highest I've had is 26. The lowest I've had in all of these years was a 7.6. I actually just looked back at all my blood tests over the past 5 years. And I was finally able to financially start Juice Plus. Because of the RA, I had to retire from my job 4 years ago. And so, finances were an issue, and was finally able to do this. And of course, as soon as I was able, I called Angel, and I have been taking Juice Plus for 49 days, I believe it is now. My first bottles are almost empty. Went to a new RA doctor last week, did the blood work. My CRP is 3.6. I didn't believe it. I was very skeptical. I thought, no, this has to be, something wrong here. Every single blood test that she did was all normal. It still shows that I have RA. That hasn't gone away. I'm not in remission, but all of that has definitely been affected. And the only thing that I could think of was the Juice Plus. I haven't changed anything else. I've changed my diet. I did that many years ago, lots of different things. I'm sleeping better. I noticed that almost right away. I would wake up multiple times a night, uncomfortable, a pain would wake me up. And so, I sleep much better. I feel better. It wasn't like a lightning bolt, that all of a sudden, oh my God, I wake up one day and here I am, it's amazing. It's a miracle. No, it wasn't like that at all, but I can definitely feel the difference. I still have my bad days. I'm still going to have my bad days because I still have RA. But I definitely feel like this has made a difference. I immediately called for an appointment with the doctor and said, okay, we have to talk about these blood results because I don't believe it. And we did. And she agreed with me that, yep, it definitely sounds like the Juice Plus is helping, all the fruits and the vegetables and everything that's in there definitely has an effect on your body. And there's, we've got the research to prove that. There's no doubt about that. So here I am. And I will continue to take Juice Plus and hope that it continues to help me feel better.
That was so beautifully said. Thank you so much. And Carrie put a question in the chat. Cindy said, we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. Amen, sister. Connie said, I have my volume on high and I can barely hear. I'm not sure.
Oh, no.
Me. I'm so
sorry. Is it me that you can't hear, Connie? Or, I mean, can you hear me okay, Angel?
I hear you fine. I think
Okay.
it might be on Connie's end, but I am recording it. So maybe if I share the recording, I'm going to put that on my YouTube channel later. Maybe you can hear it more clearly.
Yeah, okay.
Carrie said, praise the Lord. What Juice Plus products are you taking?
I am taking all 4 bottles, just like what Angel showed. The fruits, the veggies, the berries, and the omega. Yep, all of those twice a day. I haven't missed a day since I've started. Usually sometime in the morning after I have my coffee, I try to eat something, a light breakfast, and then I take my Juice Plus. I've tried the shakes, and I will probably get some of those so that I can have those on occasion as well. But for right now, just the capsules.
Okay, very good. Praise the Lord. I love it. I love it. So guys, I wanted to share with you, I'm going to screen share just so you can see the actual, well, first I got a picture of what Jill was explaining about the C-reactive protein. So this is that if you are at inflammation, and somebody needs to mute out because I heard a little background noise there. But you can see 3 to 10 can be slightly elevated. And you said the norm was like 3, I guess, 2 to 3.
3 and below. Yeah.
3 and below. Okay.
No, really below 3, because right at 3 is slight elevation.
Right. And you were at your highest was 20?
26 is the highest I've seen.
Yeah. That is just crazy. Just thought I would show that chart. That just came from Healthline, which is good. Let me stop that. And then I'm going to share the website. If anybody wants to go and actually look at this is actually a video. I'm going to show the video, then I'll show the website. So anybody who wants to see the research, the actual published journals, they're all listed where anybody can see them. But here's a short video, just of one of the research papers I thought was very interesting. Y'all hear that?
Yes.
I'm here today to share the results of an exciting new scientific study conducted on Juice Plus at the University of Newcastle in Australia, published in the scientific journal Nutrients. Researchers recruited 56 overweight adults over the age of 40 who, like most of us, don't eat enough fruits and vegetables every day. Half of the group received Juice Plus Orchard, Garden and Vineyard for 8 weeks. The other half received an identical appearing placebo. So what did they observe? In the Juice Plus group, they observed a reduction in cholesterol of 3.5%. According to the researchers, this reduction matches a weight loss of almost 9 pounds and about a 9% reduction in the risk of cardiovascular disease. This was observed after just 8 weeks of ingesting these concentrated fruit and vegetable powders. But that's not everything. They screened for low-grade chronic inflammation. Low-grade inflammation is an indicator for a higher risk of chronic diseases like cardiovascular diseases or even some kinds of cancer. In this subgroup of people with higher levels of systemic inflammation, the study showed a 7% reduction in cholesterol, and this matches a cardiovascular equivalent of losing almost 20 pounds of weight and a 19% reduction in cardiovascular disease risk. They also found a reduction of LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol, and an increase in lean body mass. But there is even more. The influence of nutrition on our genes is a new field of research called nutrigenomics. We know that genes are responsible for our health or disease situation, but what many people think, that they are victims of their genes, is simply not true. Our lifestyle impacts more than 50% of our health, and diet plays a major role. Genes can be turned up or down by what we choose to eat. So, the Australian researchers analyzed changes in gene expression in the Juice Plus group. They wanted to know whether supplementation with Juice Plus affects certain groups of genes involved in inflammation and DNA repair. And now get this. They found that over 1,600 genes were changed after just 8 weeks of taking Juice Plus. The message here is simple. Good nutrition from a wide variety of fruits and vegetables is proven, once again, to be an important component of good health.
I love that. Oh my gosh. And so the website, let me get back to this here. Let's see. I wonder, here it is. There we go. So if anyone wants to look at this research, and there's so much more, I don't know why it got there again. Okay. You can just go to juiceplus.com or go to your friend's link and hit the learn button and then go to clinical research studies. And look at that. I mean, you cannot buy your way into these journals. Okay. Just to make that clear, that is not possible. And you can read all about where it was done, the studies that are being done now, the study results. If you want to look more into inflammation, just click on inflammation. And Dr. Odom told me to make sure that y'all are clear on this. Inflammation is a normal and important reaction to injury or threat, provided it turns on and off appropriately. Combined results from several studies show that Juice Plus capsules decrease levels of several key biomarkers of inflammation. These studies were conducted in diverse populations, such as physically fit men and overweight men and women. So you can click on any of those and read those. But now you know how to get there. Does anybody have any questions or any comments? I just love that we can turn the genes off and on. I mean, how cool is that? That your DNA is not your destiny. It's more about your lifestyle, what you're putting in your body. 500 inflammatory genes were turned off. 1,100 anti-inflammatory were turned on. And that's 8 weeks. So Jill, I just believe that the longer you continue, the better you're going to feel, the greater it's going to be. And honestly, I shared later or a while back about the dental health. How when you start taking Juice Plus, it helps reduce inflammation. It helps your gums. And years ago, when I moved to Franklin, my dental hygienist, said you have very sensitive teeth. I was very sensitive. My gums bled a lot. And none of that now, none of that. And it was just so cool because over time, it just gets better and better. Who else wants to
That is my hope as well. I want to get off the cholesterol medicine. That's my next goal.
Yes. Yes. Well, I think if you continue Juice Plus, you can't go wrong. I mean, it's going to only help. Yeah. And the longer you take it too, the more you start to crave fruits and vegetables. And a lot of people really notice this in their children. Instead of asking for sugary sweets, they're asking for salads and vegetables. Cindy, what do you want to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to share when I started taking it 12 years ago, I was a Pepsi-holic and I didn't know anything about nutrition. And so my first week, I gave up 7 Pepsis a day.
Wow.
And I have not drank Pepsi for 12 years. So it does help you make those different choices. So that's what I loved about it. I mean, I was clueless. About
I didn't know anything either, Cindy. We were both clueless. And sometimes, sadly, it takes a major life tragedy to wake you up.
Yeah.
But I was the same way. I gave my kids macaroni and cheese every day. They were happy. I thought it was good for them. Somebody on Google Pixel, I don't know who that is, but they said, yes, my kiddos eat better and ask for fruits and veggies more often. I love that. And then Tammy said, I gave my son a green juice. That is so good. They start wanting this. What you put in your body is what you crave. So when you're adding Juice Plus, you're adding the coolest thing, the synergy of 30 different fruits, vegetables, berries, and then the omegas. If you're doing the omegas on top of that, you're getting that in your body. So you're going to start craving it. Kim on Google Pixel. That's okay, Kim. Thank you. I wasn't sure. That's awesome. And I'm wondering if you juice your own fruits and veggies, would taking Juice Plus be overload? No, the answer is no, because I've heard that many times. I've heard Dr. Odom say you really want to have, what does he call it? An overload of antioxidants in your body. So if it's real food, you cannot overdose. Now, if you're taking vitamins, yes, you can overdose on vitamins. But Juice Plus has a food label, which I love. because it's real food. And that's what our body really needs. And that's what our body absorbs. And that's one thing I love about Juice Plus is it is bioavailable. It gets in your bloodstream. And vitamins, often your body doesn't really know how to, if it's not from food, it's like a man-made synthetic. So a lot of times you just pee them out. So it's expensive urine.
Yep, that's exactly what I was just
too
going to say.
Yeah, that's what doctors will tell you.
Yep.
So that's good that you asked that. I took 24 a day and juiced every day during cancer. Cindy, oh, thank God you are thriving now. You're not just alive, you're thriving. Tell us a little, just a short synopsis, Cindy, of your testimony with your cancer journey and Juice Plus.
Yeah, so I had been taking Juice Plus for 3 years, and I had been in remission from lupus for 3.5 years. And so when I got the diagnosis, Dr. Odom was the first person I called. 1 second, someone's at my door. Hey, Lisa, come in.
Someone's at her door. You know what I love about Juice Plus too is the people I meet. You know, you're meeting other people who are on a health journey. Most of us start Juice Plus for our health. Some
Sorry.
people are smart and they do it for prevention, you know. Okay, Cindy.
Yeah. So anyways, after 3 years, I had been in total remission from lupus, no setbacks. Dr. Odom said I was a gummy diehard, and Dr. Odom said, you have to stop gummies today. You're going to be a big girl and take 24 capsules a day. That's what he told me to do. So I did. And I actually went through aggressive cancer, got diagnosed with the second breast cancer after my double mastectomy. And it was stage 3 HER2 positive in the lymph nodes. So I had to go start aggressive chemo. And I took 3 treatments. My liver shut down, my kidneys shut down. And my faith is so strong that I knew I wasn't going until the day the Lord said so. So I wasn't afraid of cancer, but I was terrified of chemo. And so I just said, you know what, I'm walking away from chemo. They gave me 3 months to live, and that was almost 8 years ago. And I just told them that only the Lord knew my days. And so I don't suggest that to anyone. I disclaim that, you know, to not walk away from your chemo. But I just knew that the Juice Plus wasn't going to add a day of life to my life, but the quality of life it was going to give me, you know, is priceless. So
Wow.
that's my story.
Okay, well, I've never heard that. I mean, I knew you were a breast cancer survivor, but thank you so much for sharing the details.
Yeah, thank you for asking.
My gosh, that was incredible. Does anybody have any questions for Jill or Cindy or anything you want to add? Oh, you're getting hugs. So sweet. Well, all right, guys, I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel and I'll share on my Facebook page where I have this video going. If you'll look there, I'll just put it in the comments, the link. So you can share with your friends and family. And I'm wearing I made this Love is Patient, Love is Kind. We're heading into Heart Month for February. So I'm super excited about this. We know Juice Plus helps so much with heart health. So invite your friends to next week. I want to touch on heart health, and we'll talk about our Shred program, who will take everyone's health to a new level. So make sure to join us next week. And thank you guys for joining.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you so much, Jill.
Talk to you later.
Jill. Thanks, Angel.
Cindy too. Okay.
Thanks
bye-bye.
for sharing.
Thank you.